A very pleasant morning to all my dear students. I again welcome you in my online English class. Yesterday we did the class test of chapter number 1, A Letter to God. Now today again we start the poem number 1, Dust of Snow, which is composed by Robert Frost, an American famous poet. No doubt he has written many poets. In class 9th you might have read the first poem, that is The Road Not Taken. So here in this class 10th also we will read many poems related to Robert Frost. So let us start Dust of Snow. This is a short poem by Robert Frost which shows a light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature, right? It throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and small things. Though the poem is very short, but it has a deeper and larger meaning. From a badhood to ill health, there is nothing that can't be cured by nature. So here the poet was experiencing one such bad condition or situation where a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. The snow instantly makes him happier. His days gets a lot better. Thus, the supremacy of the nature gives the whole situation, change into bad than to good. The fact that hemlock tree is a poisonous one, which shows a negative significance, but it indicates a happiness in the life of poets. So the poet, through these objects, has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspects of life can be bringer of change and happiness in our life also. So being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictable can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. So this is a short summary of this poem. Now let us read about the detailed explanation of the poem, the Robert Frost, The Dust of Snow. Now here is the poem, the first stanza. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Here the poem is set in a scene where he is in a bad mood and he was walking by a tree which is named as hemlock tree, right? Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. So as the poet passes by, a crow happens to throw some snow, dust on him. Whether it falls on his head or shoulders is unknown, as there is no specific mention in the poem. Also, the readers left in doubt about the bird's specific action, whether the crow was landing, shivering with cold, readjusting itself on the branch, or taking off. So here the two agents of nature, that is hemlock tree and the crow, right? The hemlock tree and the crow are significance of sadness and gloom, just like the poet's mood was in the opening scene. Now come to the second stanza. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day a rude. For some reason, unknown reason, the author was having a terrible day, but the falling of snow on his head or on his body lifted his mood instantly, right? So, but the rest of it was saved by the crow and the hemlock tree. Generally, hemlock tree and crow presents a negative references, but the poet used them beautifully to portray them. Inauspicious things can bring joy and happiness. So one must not take things for granted and should be open and accept whichever way the nature chooses to bless us. So students, so this is the complete explanation of the poem Dust of Snow written by Robert Frost. So students, we have seen the entire explanation of the poem The Dust of Snow written by Robert Frost. I hope whatever we have discussed, it must be clear to you. If you have any queries, any doubt, you can ask me in the Zoom class. So thank you and have a nice day.